Okay, here we go. We're going to try some LILLIE'S. It's a different spelling than LILLIE'S, the chocolate company. LILLIE'S Zero Sugar Hot Smoky Barbecue Sauce. Look how they spelled Smoky. Is that right? Okay, so anyway, we are going to try this one. And the carbohydrate total on this, it appears to be 2 grams. And the serving size is 2 tablespoons. So we'll probably use about that, maybe 4. Calories, 10 calories for those 2 tablespoons. I've never tried this one before. I do have some other ones of 2 other different kinds of barbecue sauce. Now this barbecue sauce says it's hot and spicy. Hopefully it's not hot as in hot and smoky. Hopefully it's not like hot and spicy to where, you know, like they're using those Carolina Reaper peppers or something. It's not gonna be like, or jalapenos. Other things it's like that in here. I think that's just what they call it. Don't forget to please subscribe. Boop, 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 subscribe, like, share. We do have the contest going on, and we have 1 person who signed up so far. So go back that way and look at that video. There's 2 main videos for that. One is video number 1, and that one shows all the prizes and the way to do it. How are you going to do it? But we have 1 person so far. It's going to draw on the 10th of April, so what, about 20 days or so? So we have 1 person. The most we've ever had on our contest was 9. But that's when I was telling you what the prize would be. Here, you pick your prize. So go back there and take a look. Subscribe on this one, like, share. If you do subscribe on that video or any video, as long as you're a subscriber, if you win that contest, if the contest picker, randomizer picks you, guess what? You get 2 prizes versus 1. So today we're going to make hot dogs. Now we've made hot dogs before. All I've done so far really is I have made bacon. And we did a video on how to cut onions, and it came out yesterday, I think. It came out on Thursday. This video right here will likely be out on Tuesday. So that video came out probably Thursday of last week. If you're watching this on Tuesday. So I cut up some onions. We're going to use some cheese, and we're going to use, don't faint, hot dogs. Oops. Hot dogs, and also buns. These are keto buns. Well, let me get that. I've shown this before. But, oops. Okay, these are from Keto Culture. Keto Culture hot dog buns, and the total carbs on this is 1 gram. Looks like 1 gram, 17 grams of let's see, 17 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fiber. So the net would be 1. Of course, everything fell out of the refrigerator. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna turn it around and we're gonna make hot dogs. Now we've done this before, we made hot dogs. I need to have something for this. So what I'll do is I'll pour some on the plate probably and do the little tap tap. Woo, that's good. Or that's gross. And I'll do that. And then what I'll do is I will make a hot dog to dip it in. I'll cut off the tip of 1 of the hot dogs I'm making. I'm making a total of 4. Maybe I'll cut off the tip, dip it in there, and then I will make the hot dog. I'll assemble the hot dog. Okay, let's go ahead and pause. Okay, here's our cooking area right there. Over here, we have the air fryer, which we have already preheated. We're going to cook the hot dogs 350 for about 5 minutes. Then we have our grease back there. That's for the dog. If you have a dog, you might want to see they're going to put it aside and save for the dog. And then we will assemble and eat everything whatever way we see fit. So then we got onions. I'll show you that. Put it over here. I just have 1 more plate. No, I'll use that same plate. I don't know. We'll get 4 hot dogs out, and we'll probably put these together in here with the things. So with them all together with the bun and all that. So we'll put that in there. I didn't score them, as in slicing them. I got hot dog fingers. Okay, that one's going now. So you see what the hot dogs look like. I'll put them away if I can find a bag. have on back to the back there. Put that there. And let's see here. 1, 2. I'm gonna put this extra bacon away because, as you probably know, bacon is easy to nibble on when you're cooking. So I'm gonna keep the slices we need for our purpose. Where'd that come from? That's weird. I don't know what that is. It looks like some water got on the plate. Okay, while that's cooking, let me tell you something, everybody out there. I have been offered a kind of a partnership, a collaboration with TEMU. Now, a lot of people say, don't use TEMU because you were in the military and you know that China is the enemy. People always say that. More than me, I don't know. They don't like TEMU because it's a Chinese company. But where does everything we buy in the United States come from is China. That may be why we have all these tariffs. But I don't know what they want me to do. They asked me what my niche, and I sent it all to them. That it's health and fitness. It's not a diet channel. It's not an exercise channel. It's all together. And then they get back with me. What I wanted to do was do something like kind of they were doing on Wish. Do one of those like silly things found on TEMU and get a percentage of the sale. Maybe like if it's a, you know, like the customer would get 10% off and I'd get a 10% commission or something. I would get content by filming the silly items on TEMU, but I don't know if they got a sense of humor. We know that Wish was created, I don't know if you know about Wish. TikTok's kind of this too, but Wish was created by selling discounted real stuff that you really want, like a nice car charger, maybe for your phone, pen and pencil sets, calculators, whatever it was, small electronics, and that kind of stuff. Then they kept finding all this funny stuff that's available from their distributors. And they thought, why don't we also sell some of this funny stuff? And they did. And that's kind of how they got all of that going on. Pretty funny, huh? So right now we got that going. Boop, boop, boop. You can hear it. Can you hear the air fryer? Not too loud. Some people's air fryers, like I said earlier, are much louder than that. That's the Philips. It's not. It doesn't have the digital screen, you know, where it looks kind of like the clock over here. It doesn't have that. It has a dial for heat, for the temperature, and for the time. And that's really all I've needed so far. They do have some now that have like, you know, built-in double baskets. Boop, 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 boop. So you can cook like your meat and your potatoes, but I don't eat potatoes. They also have some that have a built-in dehydrator, so you can make things like beef jerky, which would be okay, or fruit leather, but it's probably very limited to what I could do that. I'd probably be doing that for somebody else. But anyway, we're going to try this here. Do you think spicy? Did I show you all the back? This is the, can you see it? They're telling you where to use it on. Don't use it on your toothbrush and brush your teeth, right? It says it's perfect for your slow roasted ribs and tri-tip. That does sound good. On pork, on mac and cheese, I don't know about that. Or by the spoonful, if you like, I guess. So yeah, they're being silly. I don't think they're eating by the spoonful, but you never know. Speaking of spoons, let's get a spoon. Oh, there it goes. Let's see how they look. Now, if they're not quite, maybe not quite as done as you would think, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to put them in with the buns. No, they're good. Ooh, can you see them? Weird lighting, but there they are. You hear them sizzling? Okay, so let's go ahead and let them sit for just 1 second. It's going to be pretty hot. And remember, what I tell everybody is when you do preheat your air fryer, or if you touch the outside of the air fryer on the back, it's going to be hot. So we're going to put 4 hot dogs. One, they're tiny, huh? I think Nathan's might have 2 size dogs. Yeah, I think they have a large bun size dog, which these are small buns, but you know they're the big ones, like kind of like the Dodger dogs or the, I don't know, the Yankee dog or the Mariners dog or whatever baseball dog there is. You don't really hear about football dogs, do you? I guess maybe because baseball kind of starts in the spring, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's more of a barbecue time of year. Some places maybe they don't get an opportunity to barbecue like we do here in California, where barbecue is kind of year round. And put these in here just for a second. It'll heat the bun. I'm kind of like semi-steamed the bun with the moisture from the hot dogs. So put those in here. And I gotta dry my hot dog hands again. What about the TEMU thing? I don't know. What do you people out there think? What do you people think? I don't know. That's probably too much. Okay, yeah, I don't know what to think about that. A little wipey wipe. I'll put a little bit of this on here, so I can do my tasting it with nothing. Then I'll taste it with the hot dog, and I'll put them on the. Okay, here goes. Ready? The old finger test. Okay. Woo! It is a little bit more spicy than maybe a standard barbecue sauce. But that being said, that was by itself. You know, I don't drink barbecue sauce. Alrighty, we'll put 2 of these in the microwave for somebody else for later. That's why there's 2 plates there. This is the 2 plates and a little cup of cheese with that. Maybe a little something. Let's put some cheese here in case I want cheese. Shouldn't melt. This is a lid to something. Okay, so that is that one, and that'll be to consume later. So we'll put here. I don't think any onions. So let me say this. I'll take these out. But on the TEMU thing, I told her I'd get back with her. I'm actually filming this on Friday, so I told her I'd get back with her maybe Monday or so. She said, fine. They must be, I think they're, I don't know. With the computer nowadays, you don't have to know everything, but she sure seemed to know a lot about where I was located. This area does have a very high Chinese population, as I told you earlier, not to be prejudiced, but it's just a fact. That's better. By itself, a little bit on the spicy side. Good, but a little bit on the spicy side. So now let's go and make these real quick. These are going to be like the bacon Western dogs we used to have at Wiener Schnitzel. Now out here, a lot of people are really into the, I think I got too much bacon there. Take this bacon off. A lot of people are really into the bacon wrap dogs, and what they do is they take the hot dog and they take the bacon, when it's not cooked yet, of course, they wrap the hot dog, and then what they do is they put like paper on papers. They put toothpicks to hold the bacon in place and make it that way. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I've never had that before. They cook them at the street taco places or street hot dog places, and I don't know if I really need to try it to know it's yummy. I'm not big into. I don't necessarily hate spice. You know, it's not like I don't like spicy foods. I mean, I like some spice, but I don't want to be so hot. I think you hear this a lot that you can't taste the food. That could be a problem. you know. Now this, I think, I put my spoon away. I'm going to use my spoon to put this on. Because one thing I've noticed about some hot sauce that are keto, they're a little bit runny. And I don't know, it could be all of them are a little bit runny now. I just don't know. You know, maybe that's just the thing. Now, when you do get your, I don't know if you know this, when you get your mustard dogs at, if you get a mustard dog at Wiener Schnitzel, you might think, wow, that mustard sure comes out of that bottle quick. I mean, they squirt it right on. When I use mustard, it's kind of like, it takes forever. Well, that's because they add water to the mix, and that's what there's to. I guess I'll go ahead and take a bite. I'll turn this around, see if I can take a bite with and filming. And once again, this is just this is a medium cheddar. So if I was really worried about the spice, I guess I could have gotten a mild. But you know, I'm just making this. I don't really know. Good thing I already shot the thumbnail. That's kind of ugly, huh? Yeah, put that there. Okay. Now this, I'm pretty sure will be yummy. Like that. I'll probably end up with a knife and a fork when I finish after we film. That's done, that's done, that's done.